live. But as per usual, whenever I do this kind of thing, I do have to double quadruple check that I am actually live. So let me check on YouTube, and it does say that I'm live. So let me go ahead and click on that just to be sure. I have to do the same thing with Twitch, even though Twitch for some reason takes a little bit longer to like register that I'm live. But let's see what it says. Okay, right now it's kind of like not sure if I am. Okay, no, it made up its mind by now. Okay, so yeah, welcome in everybody. We are officially live, and I am currently an absolute mess because I was actually in kind of a middle of a search. I was looking for a little something that I still haven't found. I mean, I found one of the things I was looking for, but not the other thing. The other thing that I swore that I had, but I couldn't find. So, not gonna lie, I'm a little bit upset about that. And I might have to do a lot more searching around. But, let's see how much searching around I end up having to do. There's a very strong possibility that I might end up having to buy that card that I'm missing. And I know that I'm probably not making any sense at the moment because I'm just like rambling about something that I'm missing. And that's about it. That's about everything I've revealed at this moment. So like, please excuse me. I'm definitely all over the place at this time. Let me remove like one of my Italian cards over here. I'm supposed to like take it away for now. I'm gonna put this card in and so vague again. I'm not even a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, and I'm like fussing about around so much, like just like trying to get my together right now, because I'm like, I'm supposed to have, I'm supposed to know what I'm supposed to be playing right now. Yo, he pulled out the cards. I did. I was actually like fussing around with these for quite a while today, and then I realized I'm like looking at the time. It's like 7:40, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to start my unrelated live stream when I haven't even like finished preparing my deck for something that has nothing to do with the stream at all? But yeah, Jesus Christ, times have been tough. Did you see the new 2021-10? I love the Dark Magician support. I actually have not seen it yet. Let me actually take a look at that. I've actually bought, I want to say like 2 Blazing Vortex boxes, two or 3 of those boxes. I bought, it's like a booster set. It's the last one. There wasn't anything Dark Magician related in there, but you're talking about the 10, so let me go ahead and check that out. 2021 10s. Also, welcome in to the Tech Summit live stream. Totally not Yu-Gi-Oh Summit at the moment, at least like for the next few minutes. Until I get my shit together. Man. Let's see. Tins. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. I have to make sure that I type that out properly. Let's see. Is it 10 of Ancient Battles? Oh, no. No, it's not that one. It can't be that one. Like, that one doesn't release until August. So, you've got to be referring to a different one, right? No, yeah, okay. I don't actually see anything else regarding that. I'm pretty sure that I just missed it somewhere along the line, but yeah. It's like the 2020 gold 10. Not 2021, okay. I do actually have a bunch of those 10s around that I opened up last year when they were popping, when they were super popular. I don't think I ever like pulled a Dark Magician from there though. Not at all. I mean, it's fine though. But yeah, I actually I ended up buying today I ended up buying a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. I was just like, you know what? I want to make my deck just a little bit more annoying. So like I bought a Red Eyes a Dark Dragoon for that deck. I shouldn't be using it. Like, okay, it's for like a Dark Lord deck. It's not at all like a Dark Magician deck or anything like that. It's a Dark Lord deck. And I've been messing around with like different mechanics in it. Like I have a Chaos Engine on here too with like Chaos Emperor Dragon, Chaos Legionnaire, and things like that. And because I've been so experimental with this deck, and it's actually been working out pretty well, and this is like a pretty unique build, no doubt. Though it is a 50 card build, and I'm still like, huh. And I feel like I'm still missing cards, nonetheless. So, speaking of it, of inconsistency, that's definitely going to be a pretty big issue. Yo, what's up? How's it going, Labuck? LMK, let me know. How's it going, buddy? I hope that you're doing well tonight. I'm currently at the messiest and the scrambliest. The scramblest? No, the messiest that I have been at all week. That's for sure. But right now, I'm just here chatting with everybody. Everybody who wants to jump in. I'm right here for you. If anybody's got any questions at all, I would be more than happy to answer them. By all means. The only thing though is that we do have to be careful as to what like videos you guys ask me to watch moving forward during like live streams and things of the like, because I just got yet another copyright claim recently from watching like 10 seconds of like a scene of a movie. Immediately that live stream got claimed, so I was like, oh man, I just hope that it doesn't turn into a strike in the future or anything like that. Baloney says, first wireless earbuds that pop into your head to recommend, that would be the Razer Hammerhead True Wireless Pro. That's immediately what I would think about. I think that that's the most comfortable pair that I have ever worn. Like, they stay in my ears so nicely. They also sound pretty great. However, the soundstage is pretty narrow in comparison to something like the AirPods Pro and even the Galaxy Buds Pro. The Galaxy Buds Pro do have a wider soundstage, I would say, and the AirPods Pro have an even wider soundstage than that. But I think that my favorite pair of them all is honestly the Razer Hammerhead True Wireless. Lebox says, you make very nice videos. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that quite a bit. How do you get the beep? The bad words for a live stream. Okay, so right here, actually, you guys are going to take a look at my desk for a moment, but it's okay. And I'm going to switch it over to just chatting, actually. So you know what? Hang on. Let me go over to just chatting first in that window. And then let me go ahead and open that up. Show you guys my desk cam. There we go. Okay, so this here is my desk. And this is my Go XLR over here. And so this over here is my overall audio interface. And this is what my microphone is plugged into, my headphones, and everything else. So, like, this is how I manage all of the audio on my PC. And there's just one button here that when I press it, it makes that sound go through the microphone itself, I think. Right? So, like, when I press it, yeah, like, it'll come across through the microphone itself. So that's essentially how that works. Like, I press it, it mutes what I'm saying, and it just replaces it with this. So, like, for example, when I'm talking, and if I'm going to say, like, something mean, like, let's say, I think that Tech Summit is full of, like, I can just press that button right then and there when I know that I'm going to swear It makes it sound a little bit more organic, but that's essentially how I make it work here. However, there are other ways of doing it. Like if you don't have an XLR microphone, for instance, you're just running on the USB mic, then you can just use like a preloaded sound effect onto like a Stream Deck or something like that. Then you just like press that button and boom, it'll censor you. So yeah, that is essentially that. What on earth is that? Facebook is so weird. I haven't used my Facebook in quite a while, and even then, like people, I still get like the strangest friend recommendations. It's almost like spam mail at this point. I already bought that from your review last year. Oh, the the Go XLR. Yeah, this is a fantastic device. I hope that you like it so far, by the way. I do remember when I first reviewed the Go XLR. I was so happy to finally like actually get it in the mail. And then when it finally arrived, after like a month and a half or so, I was like, I'm gonna customize the hell out of this. And I'm going to make it super colorful and it's going to look super nice. It's going to work so well for me. I'm going to record every microphone review on it, and then that eventually stopped. Like the last part eventually stopped because I moved my my A-roll recording space to the attic, and that's where I've been doing all of those recordings. So instead I do like all of my microphone tests on the Yamaha MG10XT, which is still a great interface. It can just be a little bit noisy at times, but it's not really that bad noise-wise. I like it because it does still have like a hardline EQ. Like you do still have your knobs to adjust the highs, mids, and lows, and even add a bit of compression if you want. But I'm really not that big of a fan of compression because I feel like it just lets more noise in. I don't think it's really all that efficient. Blake Adolfson says, "Hi, well to you, Blake, and thank you very much for jumping in. I hope you're having a good time. How's your night going? How is everybody's nights going?" I do realize that I'm kind of all over the place, and I do apologize for that. But I would love to hear from you guys. Do you have amps and DACs? I don't actually. I don't use like a cloud lifter, if that's what you're asking. I don't use I don't use an SC Dynamite either. All I use is just a Go XLR, which is my audio interface. So all I have is really a preamp and a microphone, and that's it. Because like you can already get very clean audio out of just an audio interface that has pretty good clean preamps. So the Go XLR, for example, is exactly that. It is it is an interface that already has very fantastic preamps, like some of the best within this budget, if not the best. And the Focusrite series, like the Scarlett interfaces also have really good ones as well. Jamu Firecat says, I got a promotion, kinda. I know work at Dairy, so more work but less human interaction, so an absolute promotion for me. Ah, well there you go. That is indeed a big win if I've ever seen one. Welcome in, Jamu Firecat. Thank you for stopping by. And then Sweet Potato comes in saying, Franny, Sweet Potato, thank you for stopping by. How are you guys doing tonight? I mean, it sounds like Jamu Firecat here is actually having a great time. He just got somewhat of a promotion there. I'm happy for you, bud. Blake says, do you have an opinion on the NTXT PCs? And if so, do you know why all of them are out of stock? I'm pretty sure that the reason why all of them are out of stock is just because people are probably just like trying to take the graphics cards out of those PCs because it might be more affordable in the sense to like just buy a full PC and take out the graphics card rather than buying the graphics card by itself. And NTXT does make a fairly affordable build, like when it comes to their pre-builds and stuff. So that's my speculation as to why they have been so difficult to find. Now my opinion on them is just that, like, they're just more affordable pre-builds, which we do need more of. So that is pretty nice to see, but uh, I mean, I think that their PCs are really just fine. I don't think that they're particularly amazing or anything like that, but I think that they work just fine. They'll get the job done. Like if you're looking for a pretty decent pre-built, NZXT will do just fine. But that was essentially why I think that those pre-builds are currently out of stock. Dumb potato. So now we have two potatoes here, actually. One on Twitch and another one on YouTube. Hello, how was everyone? I mean, I can speak for myself here. I'm actually doing pretty alright. How are you doing tonight? Dumb potato. I hope that you're doing well. And I do have to specify which potato I'm actually speaking to. So for those of you who may not know, I am currently streaming to both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So like that's why I usually just do just chatting, like, so that you guys can see all of the messages that roll in from every place, so that you know what messages I'm reading at a time. I don't think my night is as good as at Jamu Firecat 10. Well, I mean, I would have a tough time arguing with that one. Squish that cat. I shall not do that. I only pet the cat. I'm doing good, thanks. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. It seems like a lot of you are actually doing pretty well tonight. It seems like a lot of you are in a pretty good mood, and that's nice. I'm also in a pretty good mood today. I'm very messy at the moment, just like scrambling around for stuff, but other than that, I'm doing pretty alright. All you got to do is to squish that cat. I can't stop, like, every time you say that, I always think that that's an innuendo of sorts. And I know that you've already explained to me before, like, where that reference comes from or what it means, but it still sounds like an innuendo to me. We just finished paying off 2 cars, and I can take less time off work and focus on streaming and writing my book. Oh, you're writing a book. What is it about, if you don't mind sharing that? And also, awesome stuff on finishing, paying off both of your cars. Usually financing, leasing a vehicle is pretty pricey, is pretty expensive, so like it's very good to see that you got through that, so now you officially own those cars, I should say. You just need to squish that cat. I don't know, Jamu Firecat. I don't know. Sweet Potato says, you're in a good mood for once. Just kidding. Yeah, okay. I feel like you always say just kidding, like just to cover yourself there. Well, I'm just joking. I am actually in a good mood today because a myriad of good news came about, and actually some stuff that I was waiting for on the mail have finally arrived. So I'm like, yes, I can continue to make content. Ben does ASMR asks, what's your job outside of YouTube? It is just YouTube. I do YouTube full-time for a living. So essentially how I'm able to do that, because I'm pretty sure that would probably be the follow-up question, is that I make videos on this channel, on the Tech Summit channel, and obviously there's ad revenue from my YouTube videos, and there are also affiliate links, so like affiliate marketing, and since I have multiple sources of like affiliate marketing places, services, I do get some revenue from those places, but I also make videos for another YouTube channel, and it's run by another company. And then they pay me per video as well, and that helps me stay afloat. It does help me stay full time on here, so like I get to do this for a living essentially. Right now, like it's not the best living since I end up spending a good chunk of my money on utilities and on review units, but it is enough for me to be able to do it full time. I'm certainly not wealthy, but I'm okay. That was probably a very long explanation there, so I do apologize for that. Uriel says it's a children's book on a kid wanting to be a cryptozoology veterinarian. Really? I think that's pretty interesting, actually. I'm guessing that it is going to be a picture book, since it is a book for children now. Or would you consider yourself an artist? Mr. Uriel Alfredo asks, what keyboard do you use? I always mix up the names for my keyboard, but I'm gonna try to actually share that. Okay, so this is the keyboard that I use. This is either the Razer Black Widow Elite, or this is the Razer Huntsman Elite. I always forget which one it is. I bought this keyboard, I want to say maybe 4 years ago-ish. I've had it ever since. So yeah, please forgive me for that. But yeah. I was just kidding, whilst you say just joking. Oh my goodness, sweet potato. I think you're starting to turn into a sour potato right now. Like, just considering this attitude that we're... I'm just joking. Oh, no, sorry. I'm just kidding. Unstoppably Trimax. I am watching you on YouTube and Twitch, so then you get 2 more views. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. You don't have to do that by any means, but I appreciate that. I appreciate it a lot, so thank you. Eternal Fable jumped in, saying, are you allowed to tell us how much you make from that company? Ah, what happened? Oh, new follower. There we go. So Ben Von Bonbon, thank you very much for that follow. I very much appreciate it. And I do hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far. And now to answer your question, Eternal Fable. I don't know if I'm allowed to say how much I make per video, but I will say that it's good enough for me. And especially like if I get to do that once or twice a week, every single week, like it's pretty good. Hi, what do you think of putting game consoles under the TV? I don't really have an issue with it. I mean, I do that myself. So like when it comes to consoles, like I have my PlayStation 4 actually right underneath my TV, but I do have like a little like TV riser as well. However, the only reason why I have that is only because my PlayStation 4 doesn't fit underneath my TV. Otherwise, I literally would not care. And I do have my Switch right in front of my TV, sitting over there. But yeah, I mean, like I really don't have a problem with doing that kind of thing. That's so cool, bro. Oh, well, thank you. You're real. Yes, I can draw. It's very artistic, but I'm very biggest. I am my biggest critic. Sorry. I tend to hate everything I do, but I just got to suck it up and do it. Agreed. I think that, well, I don't think that artists are their own biggest critics. Well, thank you very much for that follow up, Plebby Potato 211. I very much appreciate it. I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far. Yeah. But like going back to what you were saying, Uriel, there are definitely people out there that are very, I want to say, very confidence in what they do, or that they feel like the work that they do is very difficult to criticize, or like there isn't much to really criticize about it. Um, which I mean, I was kind of guilty of that mentality myself. So like in case you didn't know, I actually went to animation school for college and art school for high school. So I'm an artist myself, uh, and it is always best for yourself to be your biggest critic. Is probably one of the things that I have learned throughout my studies and things of the like. So it is true that that even if you don't love your work necessarily, it is always best for you to try and improve upon it, and improve upon the things that you in particular don't like. Like, do this work for yourself, and if others like it, great, fantastic. I'm also watching on both. I'm Ben, Von Bon Bon. Oh, I see. Well, thank you. I very much appreciate that. Feel free to make use of whichever platform you liked, and thank you very much for that subscription, Super Jolt Man and Ronaldo Villaverde. Thank you very much. 2 new subscribers on YouTube. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. And I hope that you're enjoying this live stream so far. Dizzy YTT, I feel like... Oh, there you are. I just saw your message. I'm so sorry. Dizzy, Mr. Tech, is Mr. Firecat here? He was here. I think he's still here. I think so. Either way, I do see that you have to go, so thank you for stopping by, and I do wish you a wonderful night, Dizzy. YTT. Plebby potato. It's the dumb potato, okay? I had a feeling. I just thought that I was starting to see a lot of potatoes kind of all at once coming in. So I just thought, I wonder where so many potatoes are coming from at the moment. Have you banned anyone before? Well, only bots so far. I haven't banned any particular person. I don't think that anybody has really been like so toxic on any of my streams that I would just do that. But if the day comes, then I do have the protection of my moderators here. Bloody Fedora, whom I just noticed arrived, is also one of them who would just like attack whoever is being toxic. Hello there, Tech. I didn't receive a notification. That does tend to be the case, actually. I think it's more so a problem on Twitch than it is on YouTube, unfortunately. But thank you for stopping by, either way. I appreciate it. Well, his apple pie is bad. You too. You know, I should have mod too. Oh, on Twitch? Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. I'll do that. I'll actually do that. You've been a good Samaritan so far. So there you go. You've got the power now. Now use it wisely. Feel free to use that power to ban John with Firecat, of course, any day. And if he's listening, just know that you're in trouble. About to ban everyone. JK. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're totally just joking. Anyway, I'm just kidding. Bye, Dizzy. Good night / good morning. Yeah, people are already kind of saying bye. Except, so Lady Fedora says, except bots. 2 out of 3 bots were destroyed up until now in total. Yeah. We haven't really had a lot of bots around here, so it's not really a big deal. It's not so big a deal. So yeah, like the bannings, they only really happen with bots. For somebody to get banned on here, like they would have to be extremely, extremely toxic. Considering that I myself have a pretty sense of humor, I certainly wouldn't take offense to much. Well, see you later. No problem. See you, Dizzy. Unstoppably Trimax says, I am playing Fortnite, and there's a screen blocking half of the screen when you play because of an event. What, really? I mean, that sounds kind of annoying. Like they're blocking half of your screen because of that event. Maybe I misunderstood you, but that's kind of what I took away from that. I hope that that's not the case, because that does sound rather annoying, I have to say. Oh, you guys, important stuff. So the Samsung Q9U actually just came out pretty recently. A lot of reviews about this microphone have been coming out as of recently. This is a brand new cardiodynamic microphone, again from Samsung, and people are pinning it up against the big boys like the Shure MB7 and the Shure SM7B, of course. And I actually placed my order for one of them, and I should be reviewing it on the channel hopefully at some point soon. And I also finally placed an order for the Samsung Q2U, so I should be reviewing that microphone as well at some point. The Q2U is like a $60-$70 microphone. It is a USB/XLR dynamic microphone now. It's like super cheap, and people have so many great things to say about it. I want to be able to test it out for myself and see if I like it. So let's see. Foolish Swami is officially first, okay? He said it. He said it, and no one can take that away from him. No one, I say. Blade Fedora says, I am preparing for a test Sunday, administrative assistant job. Let's see if I can pass. Well, I wish you the best of luck on that for sure. I had no idea that you were studying for such a test, so. Administrative assistant job. Man, I wish you the best. I mean, like, what does that entail? That exam? Like, is it really an exam? Unstoppably Trimax, yeah, and when I get in a fight, they shoot me, and... Oh, they shoot me, and I have no clue where they came from. That's pretty annoying. It sounds like it's probably a pretty bad time to play Fortnite, if anything. Blake says, yeah, and when I get in a fight, they shoot me, and I have no clue where they came from. Wait, that's the exact same message. Gaming Daryl. Hello there, Gaming Daryl. Thank you for stopping by. I picked up a Samsung QTU recently. So far, impressed for cost. Yeah, like a lot of people do have a lot of very positive things to say about that microphone. I want to be one of those people too, you know? No, but I really should test out that microphone. Like, as somebody that has tested out so many different types of microphone for streaming and content creation and that kind of thing, like, the fact that I haven't reviewed the Samsung Q2U is just kind of odd. I think it's my turn. Ben says, what's the other channel that you make videos for? It's technically two different channels, but they are run by the same company. So it's, one of them is Wondershare Dr. Phone, and the other one is Wondershare Mobile Trend. Foolish Swami says it's true. Yes, it is true. You are indeed first, and don't let anybody take that away from you. Even if you were 19th or 20th, it doesn't matter. A and B outdoors. Do you sell some of the products that you review, or do you keep them all? I would just buy something, review it, and then return it. I'm not gonna lie. I have done that a couple of times myself. I try to stay away from doing that though, because like that can get you in trouble with like said company. Like, for example, if you order a lot on Amazon and they notice that you're returning a lot of the stuff that you're ordering, that is going to be a pretty big red flag, and that could get you in trouble with them. So what I do is that the stuff that I want to keep, I keep it, and the stuff that I buy, I kind of specifically buy it like for the purpose of reselling it. like, I don't just decide later that I want to resell it. It's more like, okay, if I'm going to review this, when I buy it, after I'm done with the review, I have to resell it or something. So like that's usually what I end up doing most of the time with microphones and things like that. Though at this time I actually do have a couple of shelves filled with microphones, because I haven't sold a good chunk of them in quite some time. Ah, sweet. All right, so one of my cards actually shipped. Sorry guys, like this is insanely important. You have no idea how important this is. This is life or death right now. And then Jamie, Allegria says, hello, I am a new subscriber. Hello, Jamie. It is a pleasure to have you. How are you doing tonight? Oh, and thank you very much for stopping by as well. It is very nice to have all of you guys on this live stream tonight. And just as a heads up, like if you guys are not seeing certain messages and things like that, just know that I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so I am reading messages from both. But on the screen here for the just chatting, you should be able to see messages from both either way. So hopefully you would know who I'm like talking to and responding to and all. Blade Fedora says, I assist in administration, mainly in the local prefecture, mainly assisting the local administration with their job, relieving their pressure, reallocating resources, making the contacts, receiving the public secretary, archiving, this sort of thing. Okay. Honestly, it does sound like quite a bit of work. And this exam is going to be based off of these skills. Like to see if you do have these skills, or please tell me more. Blake is my other account. Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. Now I feel more confident about who's who. Thank you. Gaming Daryl. I mean, it is probably a good starter mic. I'm not ready to spend $300+ for a microphone, mostly for Zoom calls, online classes, maybe gaming chat. Honestly, a Q2U is way too good from what I have heard from other reviews and stuff, for that kind of usage anyway. So I don't see why you would ever want to upgrade at all. So awesome stuff there. I think that the Q2U, I think that you are going to squeeze a lot of value out of that Q2U. Even for Twitch, like spending $300+ on a microphone is really not worth it. It really isn't. Because when it comes to Twitch compression, like it's got the heaviest kind of compression. YouTube compression is not quite as heavy. Like you can certainly get a lot more out of like what YouTube does to your video, and you can actually hear a lot more details on there as well. How are you streaming on YouTube and Twitch? So on Streamlabs OBS, which is the software that I use for live streaming in general, you have the option of choosing what platforms you want to stream to. You just have to sign in to your accounts like on Streamlabs from those platforms, and then you just like pretty much like you just have to check a box essentially that says, yes, I want to stream to this platform, and yes, I also want to stream to this other platform. And then like you just write down one title, one description, only just a couple of tags, and that's it. It is actually pretty simple. Call me a Bouse says hello with Pikachu. Hello to you. How are you doing tonight? Thank you for stopping by. Bloody Fedora says, yup. Basic knowledge of middle school level. General knowledge and specific skills and knowledge in the area will be demanded for the test. Okay. So, wow, like, this really is something that you do have to study for. Since, it is a middle school level job. I haven't completed university yet, but if I pass, it is said that I have the opportunity of them banking the studies for me, as in they would pay for your college tuition. Is that what you're saying? Capstock. Have you tried the SE Electronics V7? It's only $100 and sounds way better than the pod mic. I have not actually. Let me go ahead and take a look though. I don't think I've ever tried any SE Electronics microphones in the past, but I'd totally be down for it. I'm always looking for like recommendations on microphones to take a look at because there's just a big world of microphones out there. Oh, okay. So this microphone actually does remind me quite a bit of the QTU, like just in how it looks. Cool. I'm probably going to toss this one into my cart because I am interested in this. I am seeing a used one for $70 here on eBay, so why not go ahead and add that in? I think that would be pretty cool. Thanks again for that recommendation. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I will most likely take a look at it, but it is in my cart, so I am mostly prepared to make that purchase. What is the best USB microphone? I do not care about the price. In my opinion, the best USB microphone is probably going to be the Samsung G-Track Pro, in my opinion. Though the Shure MV7 also counts as a USB microphone. I do just prefer the sound of the Samsung G-Track Pro, to be completely honest. And that one is $130. There are USB microphones that cost more, such as like the Blue Yeti X. I think the Blue Yeti Pro as well, which I've never tested. But I think that out of every USB microphone that I have tested, the G-Track Pro is probably the best one. The best sounding one, even. Yep, if I meet the prerequisites, not the law school, but the next one I choose the psychology one. Okay, I see. Interesting. I mean, that's good. I could definitely see why you would want to aim for that job. We actually sorry. We actually do have some programs here as well. Where if you graduated with a bachelor's degree, you can and let's say that you want to become a teacher. Typically, you would need a master's degree or something of the like. So what would happen is that you would get either just like a very good price on furthering that education as a teacher, while still getting paid for working as a teacher, but with the promise that you are working towards getting that degree. If that makes any sense. I kind of like jumbled up a lot of words there, but yeah, like opportunities that are kind of like that do sort of exist here, but it is mostly in regards to teaching. Eddie says, what do you prefer between Logitech and Razer mice? Absolutely 100% Logitech mice. I have a very strong disdain towards Razer mice personally. So right now I'm actually using a Logitech G502. This is a $50 mouse. But before this mouse, I actually had a Razer Ouroboros. So like luckily I have been able to test both brands out. The Ouroboros is a much more expensive mouse. At the time, it was about, I think, maybe like $150. And this Logitech mouse is $50. And this Logitech mouse, in my opinion, is miles better. Like the buttons are a lot more solid on this mouse. The mouse itself is heftier. It is heavier. The lighting effects on it are better. The plastic on it is more resistant. There are just a lot more options. The placement is a lot better. This mouse is just a lot more reliable, and the scroll wheel is just a godsend. I love this mouse. For $50, it's an absolute steal. I absolutely love it. However, when it comes to Razer mice, I find that a lot of them just don't really have that heft or end up feeling pretty cheap. I'm not a big fan of Razer mice personally. Flavor door Assistance Law, I'm almost completing and leaving, so it will be pointless. Oh, I see. I gotcha. Mohammed, Keek, 1 says, type like Kalam Surafalak. I have a blue Arabic logo. Sure. Light Kalam Surah Falak. YouTube channel, I suppose, right? I actually don't really see anything in particular here on my side. Thanks. What camera are you using? Oh, you mean like to stream right now? Is that what you're asking about, or are you asking like what camera do I use to record my YouTube videos and the like? Eddie asks, what is the best wireless mouse? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't really spent that much time with like different wireless mice, because I actually do tend to prefer wired. I mean, they tend to be a little bit more affordable, and I don't really find myself needing that wireless functionality. So I do apologize if I don't really have an answer. You're alas. You watched the Zack Snyder Justice League cut? I only watched one scene of it, and that was my favorite scene of any movie ever. And it just happens to be from that movie as well. And it's when they bring back Superman. And then like everybody else, Cyborg, Flash, Wonder Woman, and Aquaman, and even Batman, come in and they're like, Superman, hi, you're back. Well, Clark, you're back. And he's like, okay, well, who the are you? And Cyborg is like, oh no, my robotic arm is just reacting on its own. I might just shoot Superman, oh no. And then like he just tries to blast Superman, and then after that everything just goes haywire, and they all get absolutely by Superman. That is a fantastic scene, such an underrated scene. And the Zack Snyder cut of that particular scene that I rewatched was pretty cool. It was better than the original. Capsock, thanks for taking the recommendation on Podcast Stage's review of the pod mic. He compares it to the V7. Oh, okay. Again, like I've never really had access to the V7, so like I wouldn't really know how much better it would be. I will say though, the pod mic does have a relatively high noise floor, and if the V7 can't do anything about that, then it would already be a pretty strong contender. I prefer SteelSeries. You know what? That's perfectly fair. I'll be honest, I've never tested any SteelSeries product ever of any kind, and I think I should. I definitely think I should. Like, what is your favorite SteelSeries product in general? What would you say it is? The stream cam. Oh, okay. So the camera that I used to stream over here, this is the Panasonic Lumix GX85. I think this camera is about $500. I got it for less because I bought it used from the B&H store. But you know, this camera shoots in 4K, but obviously that's not important or necessary since we're talking about live streaming. I have it set at 1080p, and I actually have a 12 to 32 micro four thirds lens on it, so it is pretty wide angle, at least as wide angle as you'll end up seeing in the micro four thirds camera. Blade Fedora says the only problem with the job is there are few available positions, vacancies. So like I think 3 or 5, and there are a ton of people. I basically need to 100% the test with perfection if I want a chair for the job guaranteed. If not, then I will be on the waiting list as a reserve for the future, and that is not reliable. Right, yeah, that, I see. So like you're studying because you really feel like you need this job, and you feel like you do need to ace it to have like the highest chances of getting this job. And I totally get that. I appreciate you like stopping by here tonight at all. If you feel like you have to go back to studying, then please, like, by all means, like, don't feel like you have to stay. I'm always happy to have you, but like, if you have to go back to study, by all means, go ahead. Like, that does sound very important. And if you can get that job, then hey, like, even better. What does this do? What? What are you referring to? Oh, airplane mode? Oh, okay. All right. I just took a look. Hang on. So, like, essentially, I just switch over the voice effect to talk like this instead. I intentionally made it so that airplane mode was just as vague as possible so that people would try and experiment with it. So, like, basically, I was just trying to give you the experience of somebody that is currently on an airplane, and I would speak like this for just a few minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into flight number 352, headed towards Miami, Florida. At this time, we are currently 200 miles away from our current destination. Please make sure to keep your seatbelt on, and please put your cell phones in airplane mode to avoid any kind of frequency disturbances on our way back down as we are landing. If you do need any assistance with the Wi-Fi, don't refrain from asking our flight attendants over here. We do have a couple on board. Do remember that they're always here to help out, and if you're hungry, if you're looking for any snacks, then do make sure to refer to them as well. Again, the current time is going to be 8:55 p.m. Eastern Time, and we will be arriving at our destination in about 2 hours. Thank you very much for riding JetBlue, and I wish you all a wonderful flight. Not sure if it is just me, but this group link comes up as an invalid invite. You see, like, a lot of people have actually said that, so let me go ahead and make a new invite right now so I can give that to you. I'm going to be leaving that on both. Oh no, I regret this. Oh, do you? Well, no worries. If you don't like it, I can take it off. That's perfectly fine. Let me see. I have to go back over here. So this one is supposed to, like, not expire. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. So I'm going to drop it over here on Twitch because I think that's where you are. So there you go. Hopefully you see it. I'm also going to drop it on YouTube in case anybody wants to drop in and become part of the Tech Summit Discord. I would love to have you over there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, that one works. Oh, okay, sweet. Love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to be getting rid of this sound effect because clearly the person that requested airplane mode here is not very appreciative of the sound effect. No worries. I kept it vague. And if you don't like it, like, I can take it off. Even if you spent the points and everything. Don't worry about it. Sorry. Oh, no, please. Do not worry about it. It's perfectly fine. It's my fault, if anything, for keeping it so vague. Okay, I am glad that you guys have been able to gain access to the Discord, though. Do make sure to jump in if you like. And Torture also says, yo, hello, Torture. I never got to say, but I like that username. I do. It's just so simple. Blavador says YouTube stream has a delay for like minutes. That does appear to be the case. I do not know why. I have no idea why that is the case. It could just be because I am live streaming to 2 platforms at the same time. So that could just be, you know, like, part of the problem. It could just be my own bandwidth. So again, like, sorry guys, if you're watching on YouTube, my sincerest of apologies. Uh, Benz too. I hope I said that correctly. But welcome in. And he says, bro, I wish you had more viewers. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I wish I did too. I do. But hopefully someday. I like to think that I just have to keep working towards it, you know? I just have to keep going. I just have to keep trying to make as good content as I possibly can. And sometimes it is just a little bit tough to know what YouTube really wants. And my videos do grow pretty slowly. Like, it is pretty rare that I have a video just like growing insanely fast. Like the Razer Siren Mini was one of those videos that just started growing really crazy fast. I think like 2 or 3 of the Oculus videos that I have made, at least since last year, those have been growing crazy fast as well. But sometimes like there are videos that I think are going to do really well and they just don't. Torture. I played COD tournaments when I was like 13. I got named it, so it just stuck. Okay, interesting. I mean, that's cool. I personally never been that big into COD. It's so like I find it interesting that torture actually just has to do with your participation in these COD tournaments, or your performance, I should say. This is not a Rick roll. Really? Okay, look. I don't think that you were here like much earlier on, but allow me to say this, Mr. Unstoppably Trimax. So last time that I tried to show at least like just like a tiny chunk of a YouTube video on stream, I came across an issue that I got a copyright claim, and that happened again recently. So I would rather not risk watching anything on stream. For that reason, I do very much apologize though. I know that you guys like watching me watch content and stuff sometimes, but I'm sorry. I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. It's just a rickroll. Okay, so somebody else checked it out for me. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Oh, no worries. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you didn't know. No one knew. I didn't know up until it happened. So yeah, don't worry about it. Benz. Hang on. I have to like go back up. Like, you do better than me, but I feel like you have some vids that are so high quality and they don't do as good as others. Thank you. I appreciate it. Have mirrorized the link. I have no idea what that means. No, I have mirrorized the link. Oh, okay. All right, gotcha. All right, so that's how you found out. Thank you. You memorized it. I figured that that's what you meant, but like I tried to go with it just in case. Just in case it was a word that I wasn't familiar with already. No, yeah, I mean, like, I try my best on YouTube. But like the viewership has certainly been pretty tough this year in particular. I want to say, like, last year I was performing a lot better, and then January hit and it was like kaboom, and things just started to plummet by quite a bit. So that's really the sad part of things. I just kind of wish that I could figure out the algorithms so that I knew what kind of content YouTube would like me to post. Even though I really like making microphone reviews, and those two tend to do well, they seem to grow at a much slower pace. They're always growing, but it's just at a slower pace. I've been watching a lot of Hololive recently, trying to get input on my Japanese hearing. also watching Shadow of War Japanese stuff. I could only imagine. I'm begging to understand it a bit. Oh, I'm beginning to understand it a bit. It is little, but it is something. I need more words. I think Asian languages would be like some of the toughest ones to learn in general. So for me, like, I would never attempt it. I would never be able to learn Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Thai. A lot of those languages I simply would not be able to learn. Russian is another language, even though it is a European language. I don't think I'd ever really be able to learn either. And I think that it does have to do with the characters, since they would be pretty tough to read. However, Norwegian is, funnily enough, one language that I think I could that if I really put my all into, I could learn. Because there is like a very rather simple science to follow, like when it comes to the Norwegian language. Like, it's not really that complicated. And then there is Italian, which, I mean, Italian, I understand Italian. Maybe a little bit of a stretch to say that I speak it, though. So, are you going to do gaming streams at some point? Yeah, most likely. I'll most likely be going back to doing gaming streams at some point. The question is, for me really, is like, what is a good game for me to stream? And like, while being able to pay attention to chat at the same time, because like the thing is that like, usually when a lot of people come in, they ask a lot of questions about gear and attack and stuff like that. So I feel like that should be the priority, to like try to attend to those questions and stuff like that. But yeah, like, I could totally do gaming streams in the near future. I used to do a lot of those, actually, but I've taken a bit of a break from that, because I really just like talking to you guys. Harold's Visuals says, yo, what up, my boy? Hello, Harold's Visuals. Thank you for stopping by, my boy. I hope you're doing well. How's your night going, fam? My night is going just fine. Thank you for asking. It is getting kind of hot and humid here in New York, but otherwise it is going pretty alright. How's yours going so far? Stiggy Man, thank you for stopping by as well. Hello. Bloody Fedora. Well, I improved a bit. I can feel the G-Cutter, the power. Oh gosh, like, don't get me into it. Don't get me into it, Bloody Fedora. I will completely butcher the accent. I absolutely will. One of my best qualities is the fact that I butcher with different accents. If that's even a good quality at all. I guess that there's that difference between being laughed with and getting laughed at. It's getting humid here in New Jersey as well. I bet, yeah. I'm pretty sure that Jersey in general is just at least a little bit warmer than what it would be here in New York, in New York City. But man, like, me being so close to Jersey, like, I've hardly been to any parts of Jersey, like any notable parts in Jersey. Technically, I've been past Jersey City because that's where like the Holland Tunnel leads you to. But it's like, like those areas that are like right by New York. A lot of them are kind of industrial. Like it's just not like the best. Those just aren't the best parts. Para asks, why are here like 6 people on the live? So on Twitch, it says that there are currently 8 people. I'm actually streaming to 2 platforms at the moment. On Twitch, there are 8 people live, and on YouTube, there are only 6 people at the moment. So that's why it only looks like 6 people. But there are people who watch me on YouTube who do prefer to watch me on Twitch. So those people are also there as well. Come down to Princeton sometime, and I'll take you to Hawaii Haven. What is Hawaii Haven? Let me take a look. Hawaii Haven. Let's see. Hawaii Haven. Princeton. Where is Princeton anyway? Okay, so this is like Princeton North. I'm like taking a look at the map. I'm not like sharing my screen at the moment because it could end up revealing specific location information. But oh, I see. Okay, it is actually quite a ways away. Let me just zoom out a bit. Like it's not that far out. But it is actually technically closer to Pennsylvania than it is to New York, interestingly enough. The way that you pronounce Hawaii is insane. Oh, it's just hoagie? Oh, it's just hoagie, not Noagi. I said Hawaii. Gosh. But yeah, fair. Okay, Hoagie Haven. Is this like some kind of restaurant? Okay, so reviews say good food, excellent staff, great prices, and quick service. A few pieces of meat and cheese laid flat. Rest is just bread and lettuce. Wait, is that a bad review? I can't tell. Amazing sandwiches, limited seating to eat in, but located in a great area. I see. A lot of good reviews for this place. In fact, it has an average of about 4.5 stars, which is quite great. Yes, haha, yay. No, yeah, this does look like it would be a pretty nice area, actually. I mean, the picture that they have right here, like to show it off, the restaurant, it makes it feel very New York-ish still, which I dig. Obviously. And you know what? Like, now that you mention it, hoagie actually does make a lot more sense than Hawaii. I have no idea why I kind of went for that pronunciation. Oh, I see. So it's like a sandwich shop. Interesting. It's like a Subway. It looks a lot like Subway, but I guess a little more wholesome. More like homemade. I don't know like how to describe it exactly, but cool. It looks like a nice place. Heaven is in a hoagie in Princeton, New Jersey. Okay, gotcha. Okay, this time I pronounced it correctly. I was very careful in doing so. Eternal Fabled says I'm back. Welcome back, Eternal Fabled. Welcome in. I hope that you're having a wonderful night so far. I hope you're having a great time so far. Blood Fedora says, I'm losing more and more weight every day, but I'm keeping a decent bulky frame. Not as strong as it should be, but still has mass. Okay. I mean, one of your goals was to lose weight. Do you feel like you've actually reached that threshold where you don't want to lose any more weight, or do you still feel like there's still some weight to be lost? Explain. Steffi says, you made the sandwich sound so much more exciting calling it Hawaii. Wait, is hoagie like a sandwich? If it is, then I am so sorry. You're going to have to forgive me. Is hoagie a sandwich? Or is it just like the name of the place? I see that it is the name of the place. It's a Hoagie Haven, right? Not Heaven, but actually Haven. It's right next to the Wilson Center, and right next to this other restaurant called Slice Between. Blood Fedora says, if I was a woman, I think my bust size would be G or something. My chest is wide and wow. Wow. Unnecessary information, but thank you. Thank you for submitting it. Nah, I still need to lose the little belly I have. But at the same time, I need to work on keeping the muscle and the mass. How do you plan on balancing that? Because like you don't just lose weight in one place in your body. You lose weight everywhere at the same time. Like that that's something that you can't exactly control. Now, where you build muscle, that you can control. I never got my response is hoagie a sandwich. I want to know. All I'm mostly seeing here are like subs and stuff, which is expected for sure. Oh man, well, the chicken actually looks pretty good. Taking another look at it. So what games are you into? I'm into RPGs mostly. So I do mostly prefer turn-based games, but I do find that turn-based games are not really the most entertaining ones to stream. So like I do tend to stream more so like action-based ones, like for example, Nier Automata, Dark Souls 3 at some point. I could actually stream Dark Souls 2 if you guys would be interested in that kind of content, or I can even do like another like boss speed run of Dark Souls 3 again. That would be totally cool. But yeah, like games like that essentially. Like I'm mostly almost exclusively an RPG guy. I do like fighting games, though I'm not that big into them either. Not a fan of shooting games really, unless it's like Doom. Doom is like one of the very few that exceptions. What are your favorite bands? So I mostly listen to black metal. What are your favorite black metal bands? Ah, okay. So now you're being specific. Okay. So my favorite black metal band, I've actually been getting into Cradle of Filth a lot since I want to say 2019. Specifically with their older stuff, like one of their first albums was technically Total Darkness, but for some reason that album did not really get released up until 2014, and that's like my favorite Cradle of Filth album so far. I can't understand a word what some of the songs say, but that's totally fine by me. I feel like that's when they were at their best. That album is apparently from 1996, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. And I'm also a pretty big fan of Immortal. I like them quite a bit. Again, like mostly their older stuff. Like Grim and Frostbitten Kingdoms, Call of the Winter Moon, Carpathian Forest I got into more recently, Mead Code also. I've become a pretty big fan of them, the band, her, the literal representative of of the band, like the lead singer slash the face of the band, the only person that shows up in the album covers. Also, Ulver. That's some Norwegian black metal there, to be more exact. But I also do like symphonic or melodic death metal. I'm not exactly sure what genre it falls under, but bands like Septic Flesh, for instance, I absolutely love. I think that they make some of the best music in the industry, no doubt. So yeah, but what about you? Like, what bands do you listen to? Did you ever listen to Sate Stars Sept? No, I forgot to, and I'm going to leave that registered right here on YouTube. Like, I'm going to leave that tab open to make sure that I do right after. You said Sate Star Sept. Okay. I'll get to that, I promise. Blood says, good question. Diet and exercise, maybe lose fat and maintain or gain more muscle mass. The doctors are helping me with the process. I think they plan me losing a little bit and then gain everything in muscle by training. Got it. Have you ever said those Russian words? No, I have never said those things at all. I don't even know what they are. Eternal Fabled says, I don't understand any word from black metal, and that is perfectly reasonable. Like, you always need lyrics with these genres of metal, otherwise you're not going to understand anything. And all of us are guilty of that, 100%. No one can tell me that they listened to like a black metal song and they just understood everything. Barely Sane says, yo, my man, what's up? Your mic is great, but it sounds a bit low right now. Well, thank you, first of all. Also, I'm doing pretty well, you know, I'm currently just chatting with you guys. How are you, by the way? And to respond to that comment about the microphone being a bit low, it might just be because I have been sort of mumbling into it a bit, so that's like kind of my own fault. Unless you just feel like the microphone volume is just a bit too low in general, then in that case I can raise it, for sure. Like, let me know if all of you guys agree, actually. Because if that's the case, then I don't mind raising it. Can I get mod? We'll see. JK, are you sure? Are you sure about that? I don't think that you were joking. And that's okay. Bolivia says, in fact, last time they showed me, their plan is that they plan on me losing 85% of my fat and gain more, 20% to 40% more muscle mass. At least that is the goal. Okay. I mean, like, it does depend on your body in general. Because, I mean, like, I have been at a point where I have been somewhere below, I think, just like barely below 10% body fat. But obviously, like, since the pandemic started, that ended. So I should be somewhere around 15% body fat, 16% body fat. I must have doubled by then. But I'm also like a very slim, short guy. So it is easier for me to stay like at those levels. And that won't be the case for everybody though. Like I guess that in your case, trying to stay like 15% is like genuinely quite good. Stuffy says, ever heard of the band Gravewalker? No, actually, I haven't. Not really black metal, more like blackened death metal. There's so many subgenres to metal, and that includes black metal and death metal and things of the like. I will totally check them out though. What is one song in particular that you would recommend from them? Maybe I can find them on Spotify or something. And Jesus Christ, I'm getting spammed on Discord right now. Let me see. I just keep hearing like those notifications on my phone. I'm like, I'm live talking to people. What is that? Jamu Firecat, you better have like the juiciest memes right now. Otherwise, we're going to have a big issue. Or better yet, if you don't know of that band, what is your opinion on nu metal? I've been seeing the genre have a revival. I don't think I've ever heard of nu metal, to be completely honest. Is there a band in particular that you would recommend from nu metal? Like, I would love to check it out. I'm always on the lookout for music. Barely Sane. I'm going to decline your mod request for him. And that's what I was laughing at, because I did read that like before looking back up. You won't regret listening to them. I'm sure I won't. I look forward to it. I just kind of forgot to do it last time, and I do apologize for that. Joe Mufaraket says no good. Well, let me see. Well, let me take a look at this. At Tech Summit, I could hear it on stream. What could you hear on stream? Let me see. Oh, like you can, you can hear the notifications. Yes, unfortunately, my phone is pretty close to me, so naturally the microphone will end up picking that up. Oh, there is actually stuff in the funny section, and okay, there's actually lotion over here. Firestar has actually got his innuendos going. I hear Discord on stream. I gotcha. Welcome channel. Well, some people haven't been joining, and welcome to all of you who have just joined the Tech Summit Discord. That is very much appreciated, and hopefully you enjoy your time there. They want me a mini gorilla, but with the roundness. So wouldn't that just be like a different kind of creature? I don't know, like a chimpanzee. Well, chimpanzees can still be a little bit round. I won't have to forcibly have you commit toaster bath. What? Oh, quite dark there, my friend. Did I hear a Discord message? Yes, you did. Is it just me? I never asked how tall are you. How tall do you think I am? I'll have you know that. To a very small minority of people, I'm very tall. I'm a giant. Yeah. And I know that this is pretty unfair, but like from seeing me here, how tall do I look to you? 5'8"? No. If only. If only I were 5'8". 5'5"? No. Oof, if only I were 5'5". I'm 5'2". WT? It's like, what the fuck? I know. Hey, that's what I said when I got older. When I got older, and they stayed the same. I was like, what the f, man? Everyone else around me is like way taller now. Ugh. Grave Walker's album, Eternum, in my opinion, is their best album. The two best songs are Amorphic Mutations and Of Death and Decay. I'm going to go into my Spotify right now, add those to my playlist, but sadly I cannot play them on stream. Amorphic Mutations. Okay, so let's see if our tastes align. By Grave Walkers. Let's go ahead and add that in. And the other song that you had was of Death and Decay. Oh, yes, they're actually in the exact same album. Perfect. There's also Ether. I do see the Extermination Process, Will Ramos. There's the Celestial Disease, Cody Harmon. If there was one song that I could recommend to you, however, like one of the songs that I have truly, really fallen in love with. Well, actually, I'll recommend two songs. I'll recommend two. One of them is by Cradle of Filth, and it is called The Black Goddess Rises, but it is from the album Total Darkness. Specifically that one, because they have like 4 different versions of that song. And while I like all 4 of those versions, I much prefer that one. And it's not the alternative version, because there are technically 2 versions of that song within that same album. And the other song would be It's Darker Than You Think by Carpathian Forest. Oh, I've also been getting into Kara Gangren, a Dutch black metal band. Great song of theirs would be Charlie. I know I just kind of tossed like a lot of stuff out there. Wait, you don't know what new metal is? Don't. Jamu Firecat says 5'4". Wait, you're only 5'2". Oh yeah? That's about it for me. I messaged you on Discord. Oh, did ya? My apologies. I don't think I noticed it. You know, from Jamu Firecat's own like posts, spamming of notifications. But I'm gonna take a look now and see what's going on. Yup, you heard him right. Examples of new metal would be Slipknot, Deftones, System of a Down, Korn, and Limp Bizkit. There's currently new metal. Oh, okay. I never knew that was the name of the genre. I am familiar with Korn. I do like a couple of Korn songs. I do like a couple of Slipknot songs. System of a Down. I do like a couple of System of a Down songs. Limp Bizkit I never got into. Deftones I've never heard of. But thank you for that, actually. I didn't know that they were making a comeback. I thought that most forms of metal have died out towards staying a niche. Is this true? You're only 5'2". You can't. Oh yeah, it is true. I am only 5'2". Oh, hang on. I'm going to take a look at your messages in just a bit. Hi, this is me. Unstoppably Trimax. Okay. I saw your message there. Give me just 1 second. Hey. Noah. Really? You bought Pyra? Or your Switch is dead? It's always dying. You want to charge it? Well, don't you have your charger upstairs? Okay.
Guess what?
What?
I went to our aircon, but that's a little problem.
What happened?
Only a lot of kids only let me collect 3 eggs.
He only let you collect 3 eggs today?
Yeah, and then this last
Aww.
Yeah, we're
You know what, Noah? You and I are going to go collecting eggs one of these days.
today. I'm going to bring my basket down.
Okay. Is there gonna be chocolate inside? Ooh. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah. What? Okay, wait. You just locked it. There you go. Do you need help? There you go. Okay, I'll leave it open. No problem. Is that your child? No. He is my nephew. Tech Nanny is back. Yes, I am. Well, what did he want? I know, right? I want to ask just as aggressively. What did he want? Like, what the did he want, right? I'm just joking. I'm messing with you. He just got a couple of amiibos, including Joker from Persona 5, for Super Smash Bros. And he just came here to show them off. But essentially that also means that he woke up from his nap, which means that I don't think I'll be able to stay on for as long as I intended to. So my sincerest of apologies to you all. Thank you for stopping by at all. I very much appreciate it. However, I now have work to do. I have a little bit of babysitting to do, so I hope you guys can appreciate it. Who is Tech Nanny? I am Tech Nanny, because sometimes I have to look after my nephew, and I'm Tech Summit. So I've been dubbed Tech Nanny every time. Are you actually babysitting? Yeah, sort of. I mean, he lives here, but yeah, like sometimes he only goes like between people. So it's my turn, it seems, since he just woke up from his nap. But again, thanks to all of you for dropping in tonight. I very much appreciate it. I will be back again tomorrow, hopefully. So I do wish you all a wonderful night, and thank you for such a wonderful, lively live stream. So until next time, enjoy. Bye-bye.